And they're just gonna push it. Do they hear them jump up?
Oh, that's yeah.
One enemy.
Pushing out already, so oh my god, Sherman actually finds someone on that flank. Haku finds Master.
Target destroyed. One enemy remaining. Out.
Ooh. Has potential to hold down the side all alone. Good for a second and a third with the orbital.
One enemy remaining. Long.
There's potential here. See the Spectre finding one, but it doesn't even get traded out. The Shorty jumping in, but ultimately the ice.
Okay, who's got this?
Honey Green Tea countering him with her own tour de force.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A. One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
The grand finals, like what's gonna happen? Imagine the grand finals at this point.
I'm so excited for the finals.
Oh, wait, they're fighting! Oh, weird they can even get a retake attempt.
Wingman! Ooh, the shot from
Brutal. I know, they're not even gonna let them have
Oh my god.
They clearly learned from their mistakes, Tomo. Not.
Alright, hello everybody. Oh, it says Spidey. Well, I'm Spidey now, everyone. This is a great start to this stream. Not sure what happened there. Let's see if we can fix this. Oh, I see what happened. Here, everyone pause. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Brown, so I see, yeah, everything got flipped. There we go, now I'm brown. We are gonna look forward to seeing Spidey today. But in any case, it's nice to see everyone. Earlier today, we had the Nitro Turtles birthday bash featuring Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and we had our great winner, Professor Shy Guy, getting first place. But it was a pretty close call against Juan and Katsu and Kobus. So very, very close races indeed. So once again, everyone give congratulations to to Professor Shy Guy for winning that event. Now, this is the second out of 3 events that we are doing today. The second event will be the Brownie Val Birthday Bash. It features 10 of my favorite players that are coming together. I invited them back to just have some fun on Valorant and explore the new changes in this patch. And then the third event is the clip competition, and that will be later tonight at 10 p.m. So right now, our admins are going to get ready to auto balance this first game. And let me just describe how this first, well, really just the whole event, I guess you just describe it now. Here it is. Here's our nice graphic that tells us about this event. So the first game will be called The Challenge. And that's when the teams will get auto balanced together, and then they are going to play and have fun and try to win the game, just a normal Valorant game. It uses the standard competitive rule set, and the only slight difference that we have here is we are not going to allow some weapons, as you can see on the screen, but still I think it will be very fun for everyone to play. And then in the second game, we are going to have what I call the bash. For all of you that remember from the subathon event that we did back in September, it's basically the same type of concept. I predetermined the teams, I put them together, and then as the game is going on, if you subscribe on Twitch, you reach certain thresholds. In this case, it's every 5 subs combined. Right now we're at 1 sub, courtesy of Bento. So if we get 4 more subs, then we will be able to do something funny, basically. All the details are on the website that you see there. Exclamation point Brownie Val as well will take you there. But yeah, we can force everyone to do knife battles. We can force the teams to do all sorts of fun things like that. So take a look over there. You can also use your channel points. You can give someone 20,000 credits just because, and you can also give them their maxed out ult points. So really, the game is in your hands. You want to wait to subscribe until game 2 if you want that to happen. So keep an eye out on that. And once again, some weapon changes too. Now the big thing about the second game is that all 24 rounds will be played. If it's tied, we'll play a 25th round to determine who wins. And at the very end of it, we will have a an MVP that will win our little tiny prize as a thank you present for them for playing. So here are the maps that we'll play today. The first map will be Icebox, and Icebox, it's the new one. With the window and the tube and that redesigned B site area. And then for the second game, we'll have Lotus, and obviously the wider entryways is a big part, but also the missing orb on the B side I thought was interesting. Really encouraging players to go out and take on the A and C sites more and get more action out there, and just really the wider space I think will be very interesting to see. So those are the 2 maps that we will see. Okay, great. Well, that's gonna be it for me for now. I want to introduce our 2 casters today, and they are Lash and Spidey. And you all are basically comic superheroes I see here.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
You caught me.
No, that's Spider-Man.
I'm actually Batman, guys.
You gotta talk a little more like this to be Batman.
You ever seen me and Batman in the same room? That's what I thought.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Oh no.
All right, hey, how's it going today? How's it going, guys? I hope y'all are doing well.
Yeah, so far so good. Excited to see these 2 maps. I got the pleasure of playing them since the actual, since the patch dropped. So it's definitely gonna be a lot of fun to see what other people are doing with it.
Yeah, I had the absolute pleasure of getting steamrolled on Icebox earlier today in competitive. It was an interesting change, but I came back and got a couple wins on Lotus, so it was really nice to see the new changes. But I mean, do we want? Let's talk about the changes a little bit. a new gun came out, and a lot of people were seeing this coming. The Outlaw, the killer to the half shield meta. It's absolutely dominating now, and I feel like everyone in competitive games is almost scared to use full shield now because of the Outlaw.
Yeah, it's interesting that it does 140 just as a body shot. So it really is, it dominates. Like if you win pistol round and you're going into second round to buy something, and the other team's not getting full shields, like it definitely dominates those rounds. I don't know how I feel about the price on it versus how useful it is later in the game, though. Because it costs almost as much as like a Vandal or a Phantom, and then you only get 2 shots. So if you are playing solo on site or something, you can only kill 2, and the reload is just so long, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It is, I believe, a 2.3 second reload time from empty to full, but you also have to consider, I mean, it does nearly as much damage to the body as an operator does. It's a near one-shot kill. It completely shuts down, especially on against teams that kind of have broken buys or are wanting to save a little bit into the next round to be able to full buy again. It completely demolishes that. I mean, it's 2,400 credits. It's 500 under a rifle, but also going up against somebody with a rifle and light shield, I mean, it's absolutely dominating.
For sure. What do you think about the new map changes?
I think that the one on Icebox, I think it was for the better. I think Icebox has been a little bit too open and a little bit too confusing when it comes to mind games for a long time, and especially with the different verticality. And like they took away the big green box off of that B long space and put it up near the sky, like decreasing some of the verticality and insta like jump ups and all that, and decreased some confusion around that area, which opens it up, makes it a little bit easier. But I think they kind of evened it out by adding the window onto mid in that area, and I think it's a change for the better overall. And of course, we might see a little bit of a shift in the meta because of these changes as well.
Yeah, I mean, I personally love the changes to Icebox. I think it definitely needed a refresher, and like you were talking about the verticality on B. Anytime I was on attack and I was trying to think of like, what do I want to do this round or what do I want to accomplish? B was not it ever. Like going into B main was just not a good time because you're always going against a Razor, a Jet that's going to boost on the box, or an Omen, and your crosshair placement is just non-existent because you just never know where somebody's going to be. So I love the changes. I love the kind of new expectations. And like I said, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it. What they'll maybe switch around to try to accommodate that. How people are going to use that mid window, that's definitely going to be huge. And looks like we're almost ready to get started. And looking at the 2 team names, we have the attackers, the Chippy Chappas, and the defenders, Toda and the girls, and Noah.
And Noah. That's great names coming in, and of course we'll talk about a little bit more map changes later on before we get into Lotus. But I think we've talked about a lot of the map changes for Icebox. There wasn't a lot that happened on A that really needs to be discussed. It was mostly around the B side and mid. But yeah, the next map we got up is Icebox before we go in, and I mean, let's look at the teams. We got Minion Lover, Sophia, on, and we also got Caitlyn, Toda, and Noah, on Toda and the girls and Noah. It's great. And then on Chippy Chappas we got Sub, Fred, Tomo, Bento, and Haku. I've seen all these players before, back in the Kazo Cup a long time ago, last summer. But man, I'm happy to see how they've improved. What's been going on, and I mean, they're pretty cool people. I like talking to them. I like playing with them. It's always a fun time. They're always pretty exciting. So I think it's gonna be pretty excited. And it looks like all the players are getting ready to hop in. And I mean, what do you think? What do you think going into Icebox? What do you think kind of meta changes, or like team composition changes are going to be, Spidey?
So the meta changes, I think you'll see less people trying to block off the kitchen on defense, and maybe trying to utilize that space more, because you have so much more room to kind of peek that window and actually, aggress a little bit more. Makes things a little bit easier. I was doing some cool things, throwing some util out the window to get myself some space to kind of put pressure. So I think a mid is going to be a lot more present for the defensive side instead of just ignored with, somebody throwing a Viper orb there and just leaving it alone. I think we'll still see some of that as people get used to it, but I do expect a lot more mid play.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot more mid pressure right off the bat. Hopping into the agent select here, we're seeing a little bit of uncertainty when it comes to choosing agents. Everybody in this, everybody in the lobby is diamond and ascendant rank, so it's fairly similar in skill level. So it's really going to come down to team play here, and we're seeing Sophia be the first one to lock in Viper, a very strong pick on this map, and there's Toda locking in Sova. Two very strong picks for this map. Kate popping in with that Sage. Another strong pick. Arguably Deadlock is a little bit stronger as a Sentinel, especially on the A side here, but Sage is still pretty strong. There's Noah Fanster hopping in on that Yoru. And then Caitlyn, Honey Green Tea, locking in that Reyna. Double duelist comp. Not horrible in the attacking side. The Chippy Chappa's not locked in a single agent just yet, but it looks like they're going Viper, Jet, KJ, Gecko, and Reyna. Interesting picks here. Going
Keeping us guessing to the very end, huh?
another double duelist set, and pretty similar team compositions here, both running double duelist. The Chibi Chappas are going to have a little bit more verticality and a little bit more entry space making ability with that Jet, but it really comes down to how Noah is able to utilize those gate crashes to really open up the site. But just remember, it's all for fun. We're not like operators and outlaws aren't allowed on the operators aren't allowed at all this game, as well as Odin's. They're not allowed, and the outlaws not allowed for the first 8 rounds of the game. So that's going to be a little bit of an interesting situation for both of these teams, especially those that like to use the operator in Odin just as a little site lockdown, a little lurk holding down sites. It could be pretty fun. And looking here, we have all the teams going, figuring out what kind of default they want to put there. Just liking it, honestly. I mean, it seems like they're having a good time.
Yeah, and we're kind of seeing what I was kind of expecting. You know, the defense has the Sage looking like they're going to just take control of the kitchen to start with. So we might see a little bit more different type of stuff happening the second half here. And looks like they're going to start taking the A side to start with.
Yeah, they're going right on the A side, almost getting spotted out by the Sova Recon Bolt. And here comes a little bit of a push in. Noah on the back going to mid. Gonna be running into that Killjoy turret, but here we go. First contact is being made. Not wanting to push through a lot of these smokes right here. Bento going for the wingman plant. Very strong pick, and Honey Green Tea is going to pull the first pick there, and Noah's going to follow one up with their own as well. Bento struggling, barely missing, and Kate's going to pick that one up as well, and Haku also getting picked out, and oh my gosh, Sophia and Kate just laying it down. Unfortunately, not the flawless they were looking for. Only lost Noah on the back, but a great, strong first round coming out from Toda and the girls, and Noah.
And Noah. Yeah, definitely a strong defense there. I'm really surprised they let them in so far before, you know, putting up any fight. So they must have just called for a retake and put the Viper wall up to kind of delay as much as they could, and you know, managed to just, you know, get some shots at the end there. So, you know, good on defense for holding out. Lots of patience.
Yeah, it looks like the offense, the Chippy Chappas, is getting a little anxious here. They're gonna be running up a bit of a B hit here, which is the right play to call. As Sophia, Minion Lover, is the only one there holding down behind yellow. Fred's about to run into a storm as Kate picks him off. And Haku going in as well.
There.
With a nice little origami crane on the classic, holding it down. We love that, but a dun-dun-dun-dun-dun classic as well. And there's Noah, ready to go. And there's Dizzy as well, going in. Bullets trading back and forth. Not a lot of damage being done, though. Both teams playing it very smart, but man, the Chippy Chaps are just really stuck. And then there's the contact being taken. Caitlyn throwing it down, as well as Noah. Tomo's trying to fight back, and the last one alive. Trying to find a new classic, trying to get a right click or something off, but Reyna had other plans, going for blood with the Bulldog. Great second round. Again, only Noah getting taken down. Almost another flawless, but now going in, we're going to have a full buy from both these teams. And a bonus from Toda and the girls, and Noah.
Another great round by the defense. Really just holding out on B there. Not too much to, you know, really say. They had the better guns. They were ready for it. The first big pick, though, from Kate in mid was definitely this best start to that round. All mostly due to them raising the tube up just a little bit so they can just kind of stand and jiggle peek that area a little bit better.
Yeah, the jiggle peek potential on that on the tube now, as well as that little window in there as well. And there's Caitlyn. The Sage going down there looking for blood, but not able to find Bento this time around as Haku takes down Noah as well. Noah just going down every single round, but getting all that information, and that's needed. And there's Sophia just trying to push up, gain as much space as possible, mauling it off, doesn't want to give too much ground. And Sub, the Viper, finding Caitlyn, finding him out and just getting it ready to go. Spinning that brand new knife around, love it. And Tomo's got the new knife set as well. 3 HP remaining and is able to find Kate.
It's kind of best case scenario for the defense with, you know, the lower gun diff. They're able to take out 2 to start. It's 2 to 3 now, but definitely a good start to the round for them.
Talking about taking out 2, almost taking out 3 there. Haku getting a little bit lower on HP, but Toda is going to find Tomo right in the back. Backstab. Now 3 to 2. Now make that 1 to 1.
30 seconds left.
As they really trade out, but Toda's going to end up winning that, getting the 3rd round to Toda and the girls and Noah, the defense. Getting that new Vandal.
That is tough. Losing on your first gun round with the gun diff. This is going to be a long climb for them. They're going to want to look to be a second half team at this point. Need to get a couple rounds to, you know, maybe 4 or 5 rounds to kind of close the half out just to have a chance in the second half. But it's going to be an uphill climb for sure.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an uphill climb, but they just got to find their vibe. They got to find their rhythm, and then they can go with it. I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty fun match. I think we're ready to go, and but without the Outlaw, the Operator, and the Odin, I think it might be a bit of a I think it might be a little bit harder for the defense, but it seems like they're holding it down pretty well so far.
I don't know if they saw the gate crash going behind the team.
Yeah, unsure if they saw it, but they still have that Killjoy back in spawn ready to go, and Toda's just getting caught out on side, unable to find one, but Bento finds him through the box. There's Vanster, ready to go. Noah ready to go, back on site, flanking with Caitlyn. And there's Bento getting taken down by Sophia, and Noah's able to find one as well. Not being the first one taken down by the defense anymore, and Haku's gonna try and find one, but gets taken down instead, leaving 2 alive. Now 2 ultimates online for Toda and the girls and Noah, but also 2 ultimates online. Got that Empress and Thrash online for the Chippy Chappas. The Dimensional Drift is gonna be hard to play around.
And although they did lose that round, they definitely got enough good damage in there. They got 3 kills, they got the bomb down, able to kind of even the economy back out. So if they can win this round, they can kind of like get that flow back in, maybe get a couple rounds stacked on top of each other.
Oh yeah, for sure. But going into this, they are going to be able to find another full buy squeaking out of this. But unfortunately, if they lose this, they might be hopping back onto a half buy or a broken buy. But coming in, it looks like we have another push, another split towards B. Got Noah ready to go, throwing a gate crash, getting ready to go back, and then there's the Dimensional Drift to go find all the information, and he's just going to spot them all, ready and spawn. And but Bento, the Chippy Chap, is going to end up drawing first blood, and it looks like Vanster's getting a little bit confident there, but Tomo is just going to barely survive going through that double shorty play, and Sophia's going to be able to find Fred as well. There's the turret getting taken down as well as Sophia and Kate able to trade back, making it 2 to 3, and they now have the advantage. Make that 2 to 2 as Toda finds one back in spawn, throwing shock darts, and Kate with that Minima Phantom, the Roblox gun of the game.
Weapon here.
Gonna be pulling it up and inching up ever so slowly onto Sub. And there's the Viper's Pit coming out as well. Gonna make it infinitely more hard for Toda and the girls to push into this.
This is their chance. They really need it.
Yeah, they're gonna be stuck in a bit of a sticky situation here, and there's the scan from Tomo onto Tomo. And there's Molly's coming in as well to try and get Caitlyn out and take it out, but Tomo and Sub are gonna find the first victory for the Chippy Chappas here. Down 3 rounds now, 2 ultimates still online, ready to go. That Viper's Pit definitely in crucial clutch going into that round. And just hope they can keep up the momentum, keep the economy growing and going into the next couple of rounds here.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they needed to get back into the swing of things. You know, they got the economy there. Now they're against a broken buy. So all those, you know, couple kills they were getting those previous rounds started adding up. And now they're able to get, you know, the other people on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, and it does get a little bit stressful going on to these like 1v1s, these 2v1s, and there's the clone coming in, distracting just barely. And it looks like there's going to be tons of damage taken by Haku and Sub. And Bento. It's going to be detrimental coming into this, only at half HP because of that Hunter's Fury, but Haku inching up, going to be able to find Toda. And Fred, Velreal is going to be able to find Caitlyn, just barely being able to save Sub there as well. And now it's down to a 5v3 situation in favor of the Chippy Chappas. Now they have the entirety of A site, and here comes the bomb plant from Bento.
Spike planted.
It's gonna be up to this right here, and Haku's gonna be able to find Kate as well. Only the classic in hand, and Noah's gonna try and chase after it, but Fred's not gonna let that happen. Sophia going over, trying to find anything with the shorty on the save round. Is gonna be able to find Bento, switching over to the Stinger. Fred's inching up, trying to find Sophia, but I don't know if it's the right choice. I don't think it's a good idea to go hunting, especially with the current scoreline, not wanting to give up that much room, but Haku seems to have a read, spraying through that, and Sophia's trying to find it, but Tomo from behind. The backstab. Only down 2 rounds now. Seems like they're finding their rhythm pretty well.
Yeah, it's crazy how quick things have flipped now. The defense is completely on their heels now with only 2 possible buys. They might want to rethink that and get their economy right. The attackers really starting to come out on top here. Really looking very crisp and clean. The executes are just all played together. Utils back to back. They had some great crossfires there towards the end. You know, they had the Reyna baiting the shots out, and the person in the new box in the back site taking out the Raptor.
Definitely new chemistry coming in here. They're definitely getting it all figured out, and there's Fred going up, almost getting up on top of the box, but it doesn't matter. They're slick with the headshots there, and seems to know that there could be potential of a lurk, and there it is. Finding Sophia out in the old poison orb, but there's Noah getting ready to take out Sub, one of the stars. But there it is. Haku trades right back, and Kate's just stuck in there, and Haku's finding another one for the round as well. And now it's just up to Kate. Has the resurrection online, but nothing but a ghost in hand. Gonna try and find as much as possible, maybe find a pick or 2. But man, that's just a firing line, and Tomo's gonna take it out almost a flawless, just barely denied by Noah. Now only down 1 round going into round 8.
I'm gonna be honest, those first 4 rounds I was a little bit of a doubter, but the attack side is really coming out swinging these past 3 rounds. The good news for the defense is, you know, if we're talking about, you know, offensive defensive side, if this is an offensive side of the map, getting 4 rounds is enough, right? So really they're just trying to get some extra rounds here, and I think they're definitely capable with some of the shots they were having. I think they're just missing a little bit of the mid presence they had early on, because I feel like that's been missing.
Yeah, I think a little bit of the mid presence, I think just by default and typical Icebox meta is it's left a little bit open, but there's Noah trying to catch a little cheeky pick onto Haku, but unfortunately left themselves a little bit too exposed. But there's Fred once again being able to push in and take out Toda, now down to a 2-5. Kate's trying to pick off 1 through the box there, but oh my gosh, Haku's going on a rampage. Able to find that, but Caitlyn's trying to clap back at Fred and is able to find 2 onto Haku. Now down to a 1v3, a lot more favorable than a couple picks ago, but Caitlyn's going in for it, really going for blood, going for the ace, ready to go, and not spotting out Toto, but definitely hearing it out. Not wanting to turn around for too long period of time, make it caught out. 8 bullets left in the chamber. The spray is going down quick. Reload's happening. Sees Bento on the other side as well. And Tomo's going to end up getting that jump shot after all the chip damage. Just a little overstimulation. Too many angles to peek from, but hope so. Put up a great fight either way, able to take so many guns away. Viper's Pit and Resurrection still online for Toda and the girls, and Noah now tied up going into round 9. And now the Outlaw is allowed in the game. But the Empress, Thrash, Lockdown, and Bladestorm is still available for the Chippy Chappas.
Yeah, we almost saw the benefit of having some mid presence, but they really just left the Yoru by themselves, and he was stuck in the window, so wasn't really able to get out once getting the 1 pick. We'll see if they do something here with Vanster peeking under 2, but does get shot up early on.
And there's the Jet. Jet Beat coming in, and Caitlyn just trying to find anything but Bento a little bit quicker on the trigger and has a little bit of a advantage, especially with the guns. And there's Tomo up on the top, up on catwalk right there, trying to find anything. Going into back site, entry Sentinel, not getting caught out at all. There goes the gate crash, and Noah's gonna be able to draw blood on site onto Haku. As Tomo takes one as well. Man, he's just quick on the draw. As Bento is able to trade that up, and now it's a 2v3. Still in favor of the Chippy Chappas. As Fred's able to get that on the ground, and Kate up in heaven trying to find anything, but no. Gonna get taken down by Bento and Fred. 3 for Bento this round. Great plays. Now they are ahead. Took 5 rounds in a row from Toda and the girls and Noah. But man, they're finally ahead and coming into the next couple of rounds. I think that Toda and the girls might have to switch up their playstyle just a little bit.
Yeah, I think they just need to change something up or do some type of play to get the other team off their game, because they're really just kind of defaulting a lot and not really getting a lot of the early picks they were getting earlier on. And you know, I think like maybe like a 4 stack on a site and a heavy retake somewhere might change things up for them.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility. And I mean, leaving Kate all alone on B site with barely any backup from Noah is kind of asking for a lot of trouble there. There's the Yoru clone coming in as well, and Haku's going to be able to draw first blood onto Noah. And Bento picking up the little buddies there. You know, gotta get Dizzy. Gotta get Dizzy and Wingman back, and Haku's going to be able to find Kate as well. And there's going to be Noah trying to go through, but Haku's a little bit too quick. But oh my gosh, Sophia, Toda, and Caitlyn able to find their own, bring it down to a 2v2, make that 2v1, and now it's down to Tomo. Potentially gonna be able to find Toda right there, and Tomo versus Caitlyn, but Caitlyn's gonna come out on top with a 3K for the round, bringing them back in 5-5 going into round 11.
You know, not quite what I had in mind for the comeback, but it did somewhat appear to be that way. You know, Vanster was able to get out earlier on. You know, Kate was able to throw some slows and kind of deny some of the early space takes, so they can kind of wait for the rest of the team, and the retake came in.
Yeah, absolutely. And like looking at the way these teams are playing, it seems like they were able to find an adjustment and make it. These are not low-ranked players. They know how to play the game. They know how to play their agents. They know how to play them well. They're able to adapt, improvise, adapt, and overcome. It's amazing what these teams can do. And there's the Chippy Chappas angling a little bit more towards the mid side, middle of map. Very weary of that new angle there with the window, but it seems like these players already have their crosshairs lined up, and Toda's going to be trying to find anything here in mid, but Haku's going to be able to find that out with Fred ready to back up if necessary. And there's Kate crouching down under that ramp, not wanting to make too much noise, and there's the Viper's pick coming in. Are we going to be seeing a pick there? And Fred's going to be able to take out Sophia immediately coming from where the Viper's pit's coming. Great call there. And Kate's just going to be trying to find Haku there, but unable to get anything to land. And Haku's going to be able to draw more blood through this ramp. Bento following up as well. Now it's just down to Noah. Vanster has a dimensional drift online, going into that Viper's pit, going to be able to find Sub. Going in, very anxious setup, but Haku's going to be able to draw another. Just going on an absolute rampage here, going 18-8, going into round 12 here. Last round before the switch, and unfortunately for Toda and the girls, they are going to be going on a half bye. If this was the time for somebody to pull out the outlaw, it would be right now. But
yeah, it's definitely that moment in the economy where you're like, do I want a sheriff and full armor, or do I want maybe try an outlaw and get some extra damage?
Definitely possible, but I mean, it seems like Toda's got some lineups here for Sova that might bring them back into a place they want to be and hopefully tie up this game 6-6. And there's the Hunter's Fury coming out once again, going to try and find somebody, anybody, and only going to be able to find Bento for one tag. And Haku's going in super quick. No fear behind them in the Empress.
One enemy remaining.
And Fred's going in as well. I mean, these guys, these people, these immense players, these duelists are going on a rampage, but Toda's not having any of it. Taking out Haku and Fred, now down to a 2v1 from a 1v4. Excellent position for Toda. But here's the problem. They have Tomo and Sub rotating all the way over to B. No ultimates online are going to be having the possibility to come online for the rest of this half, but
Spike planted.
Haku dropping 20 kills in the first half, absolutely crazy. But Toto's going to be trying to find something, anything to give them a little bit of the edge, and there's the recon bolt coming in, spotting out Sub, and there's Tomo from behind yellow, not wanting to take this fight alone, putting out the turret, playing off contact, but it's broken. Shock dart's coming out as well, gonna try and find any damage onto Sub, and Toto's gonna be able to find Tomo, third for the round, bringing out the Sheriff, gonna try and get a nice clean tap. Of course, securing all of this, gonna tap the Spike, running around, it's ring around the Rosie at this point, and Sub's just gonna try and delay, has the Molly come out, now the location is known. Is Toto gonna be able to find it, and the time is running out, they're gonna have to stick it right now, and there's Sub! Up 7-5 at the half, great. Very, very well played from the Chippy Chap, is able to bring it back. Able to find 5 rounds in a row. Did lose one more, giving the 5th round to Tota and the girls and Noah. But able to find 2 more near the end, bringing it up to 7-5. Not a bad half for the Chippy Chappas.
Not bad at all. Haku, like you had mentioned, 20 kills in the first half. That's got to feel good. And also Caitlyn on the other team, 14-8. On defense, though, as Reyna, so maybe on attack side, they'll have maybe some of the same success that Haku had.
Yeah, I mean, these players are very, very similar, very similar caliber, very similar rank. They know how to play with each other, and we're just gonna have to see if Caitlyn's gonna be popping off near as much as Haku is, or if Haku's just gonna be continually dominating like they did in the first half. But Bento getting very, very, like, a little ambitious there, but getting put down by Caitlyn nonetheless. Man, going
a little
in,
bit of a ping diff there. They seem to be looking at the other agent and then looked away.
Yeah, potentially a ping diff, but there's a spike plant right off the bat, and there's Haku. Tota being a little bit lost there for a second, and Haku using that dismiss to try and reposition, but Sophia's gonna punish that. Didn't look in the right direction quite as much, but oh my gosh, the triple peek on to Fred, and Sophia is just gonna be cleaning up for a 3K for the round, almost tying it up once again. For Noah for Tota and the girls and Noah. Tota, Noah, and the girls, I think, pretty good. But man, only 1 round down now, 6-7.
Seemingly flipping the script.
Yeah, they seem to be starting off really, really strong. I mean, they start off really strong in the first half, but we've seen the Chippy Chappas be able to adapt and overcome all adversity. So it's really going to come down to how they want to play this out and how aggressive they want to be.
Time to jump.
But when you notice from Tota and the girls and Noah, they are really, they're getting a pick and they're executing onto the site, but it might not be the right choice running into this, as it is a 3-stack with the Killjoy on site, and Tota's just inching up, ready to entry Soba, and there's Noah getting picked out almost by Bento, but getting able to flick out, and got a little bit of a flick onto Bento as well. But oh my gosh, they're gonna expect the shorty right there, and they're ready for it. Tomo backing up Fred as much as possible, and there's Caitlyn getting back up to full health. But oh, Haku being able to find Noah right there, a little bit of a missed flash, and now being able to pick up a Bulldog. Now knows that Sophia is on the flank and gonna be able to, almost finding it, but a little bit of a recoil diff there from Sophia, able to find it with barely any HP remaining. And Caitlyn.
Honey green tea Caitlyn catching right up, 17-8 now, trying to catch up to Haku's pace.
5 kills behind. All it takes is 1 ace right here. Takes is 1 ace, Spidey.
I want to see it happen. They're against some Vandals with the Bulldog, but I've seen weirder things happen.
Yeah, well, you know, I've seen a lot of competitive teams. I've seen a lot of teams really handle the eco and bonus rounds really well, but completely flop on full buys. So it really depends. And there's the Elderflame Vandal coming out from Haku, taking down Caitlyn. Honey Green Tea denying the ace for sure, and Gate Crash coming in as well. Noah right behind the corner. Gonna be ready to go right here, but Caitlyn's gonna draw blood as well as Noah onto Haku, and Sophia's gonna be picking one up as well onto Sub. Now down to a 2v4. It's not looking good for the Chippy Chappas. And Fred's in the backside. Barely doesn't see Tota right there. Are we gonna be seeing a lot from here? Bento getting shot out, getting a little bit of chip damage, knows Knows that somebody's right there, and
Player standing.
ooh, just a little bit unlucky
planted.
on the tags from Sophia. Noah's gonna be able to take it back. If it weren't for the first kill from Haku, that would have been a flawless round. Now they're back in the lead, 8-7 going into round 16.
Yeah, starting out this half, very much the same as they started last half. So I think Chippy Chapas are really going to have to figure out what brought them that 5-round streak and kind of try to revitalize that plan, because they're starting to fall behind, 8-7.
Yeah, falling behind a little bit, but they might be able to get back into it. It took 4 rounds right at the beginning, but they might be able to bring it back. It's very possible that Chippy Chapas, they have been able to adapt. They have been able to overcome all adversary. You know, adversary, whatever. But there's Bento with the Bucky, just barely whiffing. Oh, and there's the opportunity that Caitlyn needs to go in there. But, oh, Haku's just a little bit quick on the trigger. The fastest hands in the West. Gonna be able to go over there, upgrade the gun. Hero rifling currently. Gonna have a lot more firepower going into this round, and there's Fred right there. Sophia's gonna be taking down Haku, though, denying that rifle. Caitlyn finding Tomo.
Player standing.
Vanster taking out Sub. Great job, great shots, Noah. And there it is, the last one alive. Fred 1v4. Fred against the world. It comes down to this right here, and there's the tag, and there's the finish. The nice 3K for Caitlyn. 4 kills behind Haku now. This is a Reyna duel of the ages. These guys are going back and forth. These players absolutely
it's the race to 30
right now. Yeah, now 2 rounds ahead of the Chippy Chapas. It's at this point, it is time for the Chippy Chapas to take a step back, take a breath, and get a little bit more antiquated with their opponents. I mean, these opponents, they're playing it very smart. They're playing a lot of mind games. They know how to play the map. And now it's time for the Chippy Chapas to figure it out, adjust, and try and come back from this. And there's Caitlyn just waiting, just chilling. Shift walking all the way up the ramp, not wanting to make a sound. Has the Empress online ready to go, as well as the Resurrection. Has the Araxis Vandal, personally my favorite. And gonna be able to find first blood from Tota onto Fred. There's Molly's coming in from Sub as well. A great player. We're gonna be getting spotted out, but Caitlyn gonna be using that dismiss to get in there, and Haku's gonna be able to find Caitlyn right there, shutting down. Double Empress coming in. Gonna be able to find another onto Kate.
Spike down A.
And now it's down to Haku. Haku holding down the site, nearly solo, completely blinded out, 3v3. And Sophia's gonna be able to find Bento over on the B side as well. And it looks like that's what they're gonna be, looks like that's where they're going. Looks like that's where they want their plan to happen. There's the Viper's Pit being taken out, and Haku's still suspicious that there could be someone there, and they were 100% right, able to find a third for the round. Or is this the round that we're going to be looking at an ace from Haku? Noah getting a little ambitious, going up in a kitchen, going to try and catch him on an off angle, maybe a little bit of a late flank. After that spike down, and Tomo's going to see Sophia through the smoke right there, denying the ace for Haku, but it's not over yet. Noah is still alive, full HP, tapping the spike, gonna be able to find Tomo, and almost being able to find Haku. Are we gonna see it? No, Haku finds the 4th for the round, and they will be almost tying it up once again, going in round 18, 9-8. Currently, Tota and the girls, and Noah, 1 round ahead of the Chippy Chapas.
All right, they're making it look exactly like the first half. That was their 4 in a row, and they just got their 1 to start the maybe 5 in a row. And Haku, 2 kills away from 30, about to win the race to 30. You know, earlier on, Caitlyn was trying to, you know, show them who was boss, but, you know, fell to Haku early on, and Haku getting a 4K that round, almost had the ace.
Yeah, I mean, Haku seems to be pretty well on track to a 40 bomb. They keep it up in the later half of this match, but going in, it looks like we're going to be looking at a little bit more mid pressure here from Tota and the girls.
Who's next?
And it seems like that mid pressure was just all ability usage and was fake, because Noah's going into on A site with that dimensional drift, completely bypassing the turret and seeing Tomo right there, and Fred's gonna be able to draw first blood on there, make that second blood as well. Sophia tries to clap back onto Haku, shutting down Star Duelist, but Noah in the back site, completely catching Fred off guard, as well as Tomo evening the score, but putting it more in their favor, 3-2. But don't fear, Sub and Bento still online, still ready to go. time to prove themselves. They are the 2 bottom frags, but they have a lot of fight in them. They have the skill and they have the know-how to make it happen. And there's Bento getting ready to go. Soob is able to draw blood. And, ooh, there's Dizzy just barely missing Noah right there. And now it's down to a 2v1, all up to Soob right here. As Noah is able to find a third for the round, but a nice flick away from the flash by Soob, able to find Noah and get it. Not ready for Tota to be swinging that early. Molly in hand, now up 2 rounds. Tota and the girls, heavy losses, but a victory in the round nonetheless. Now 2 ultimates online for each. We got the Hunter's Fury, the Resurrection, the Bladestorm, and the Viper's Pit online across the board. But man, I think it's gonna be an interesting later half of this match. I mean, we have 8 unique agents on this map, and that's what I'm loving about Valorant as of late. They have enough different agents as well as enough changes to the maps to demand a new, different meta team compositions, and I mean, we're just loving looking at this.
Yeah, I do love that you don't have to play a specific agent to win the game. As long as you know how to aim, you can still come out on top if you're playing, your agent properly. It's not quite as cookie cutter as, maybe some other games have been lately.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not near as cookie cutter as Ascent has been, but Noah just barely getting caught out by that wall. Haku's gonna be able to take that down, just crossing the line to a 30 kills on the board, ready to go, and we got Haku hanging back. They have the lead, they have the man advantage, now they're just playing for life. Bento has a Marshall ready to go, and is gonna be able to find one pick, one tap onto Caitlyn, but unable to finish it out onto Caitlyn. Double Caitlyn, unstoppable, ready to go. We got Kate and Caitlyn, Sage and Reyna, just ready to go. Now it's a 2v3, make that 3v1. It's not looking good for the Chippy Chappas this round, but it's up to Soob right here. 100 HP, has the Viper's Pit online, and absolutely knows where Caitlyn's at. Sees the feet, gonna be able to find that one right there. Great shots, great patience, great trigger discipline. Now having to drop down, trying to figure out anything, but Sophia on a little bit of an off angle, up on that box, able to find it, picking up that Elder Slave Vandal, and they are gonna be crossing the line into 11, 2 away from taking victory in this map.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed throughout this entire match is it's just been a game of either timing or people not checking every single of the 300 million angles that you have to check in this game. I've seen Yoru ult onto A, not clear pipes, everybody runs past because they're following the Yoru and thinking everything is cleared, and some people holding an angle and then they look away because there's 3 other angles to check and they get blasted, so there's a lot of that going on lately.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I love about Icebox. There's so many different angles and there's so many different ways to play the game, but oh my gosh, we're missing all the action. There's Sophia and Noah able to take out 2 right off the bat, but Haku trying to gain anything back, just missing out. Wanting to try and preserve the life, whatever life is left in the tank. And there's Sophia able to find Toma there as well, down to a 2v4. Not looking good for the Chippy Chappas this round either. Trying to find anything through the smoke, and Haku's not going to be able to find that. And there's the Resurrection, bringing it up to a 1v5. Soob against the world. Soob in a 1v5. This is a clutcher kick situation right here, as they're going to be going they're going up to match point right after this, and the economy is not looking good. Almost better to save that rifle, but Tota said no. Almost a flawless round if they didn't have to use the Resurrection, but here's match point. 4 rounds behind. Are we going to see a comeback from the Chippy Chappas, bringing them into overtime?
They're definitely capable of it. Haku has reached the 30 mark. Hopefully they still got something left in the tank here, because they got 5 rounds they have to win in a row to get the win, or 4 rounds to send it to overtime.
Yeah, I mean, sending it to overtime, they could 100% do. We've seen them come back. We've seen them win 5 in a row. We might see them bring it back. So, I mean, that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for some great games, but there's Fred with the with the Marshall just barely missing, accidentally dashing full set to the side, and Noah's going to be punishing for that bit of a mistake there. And another dimensional drift coming in, a very easy one to find, but Sophia's going to be able to find Haku as well, denying anything more than 31 kills in the entire game, especially in this round. Now it's down to a 5v2, not looking good. Make that 4v2 significantly better for Bento, but oh my gosh, getting absolutely stabbed from behind. And there's Sophia Able to find Bento from the back, and Tomo getting taken down as well, and nearly flawless end to the game, but great job to both teams, especially Chippy Chappas for almost having a great comeback there. But congratulations to Toda and the girls, and Noah. Gotta throw that in there as well, Toda and the girls, and Noah. Great job to them this round. Excellent work from them. Haku topping the leaderboard, though. 442 average combat score.
Good
Oh
Lord.
my gosh.
That is massive kills from Haku. It wasn't able to get the win, but wow, that is quite the statement coming into this to drop 30 on the first map. And then Caitlyn and Sophia dropping
right behind
23 each. Yeah, 23 each. And then 20 from Vanster. Yeah, that is what really made them come out on top. They had not just
They had
one, but
3
multiple
people
people
drop
popping
20.
off. Yeah, that's insane. 13 to 8. Hats off to all of them. That was quite a close game, even though there was a 5-round difference. It wasn't really like that in the game, really. Multiple first bloods on both sides. It was really kind of a back and forth. Once one team would get 4 in a row, the other team would get 4 in a row. It was definitely a lot of trays happening between the rounds.
Oh, absolutely. And before we get into the next match and go to a pick, we do have a quick winners interview, and it looks like we're gonna have Minion Lover 22 Sophia coming in for that interview.
Oh my god.
Hey, there you are, Sophia. How are you feeling?
Good.
How are you feeling coming off that win? You guys had a fantastic run.
I'm just gonna say it was definitely the Wasteland Vandal buff. Yep.
Wasteland Vandal buff. We love
Yep.
to hear it. We love to see it. Valorant is actually pay to win. If you buy skins, you hit more headshots. It's amazing. But I mean, how was the mental going in? How was specifically what was the mental after you guys lost 5 rounds in a row in that first half? What was going on? What was going on in your guys' heads? Were you guys head empty, just going for it? What was going on there? So
I think we were just playing normally. We just calming, getting info, and we were whiffing. But we still had a strong mental.
yeah, I mean, you guys seem pretty strong going back into that second half.
Yeah.
Was there any fear of Haku, once the ball got rolling and you realized they dropped 20 first half? Was there any oh no, Haku's there, go away, or oh, Haku's dead, let's keep going, and any of that going on?
Yeah. I would say, at least in my own head, I realized that she was flanking a lot, so I was like, okay, I'll just lurk and try to kill her.
Yeah,
It ended
Haku
up working.
popping up the entire game. I mean, I was expecting a
Scary.
40 bomb to be dropped down there if you guys didn't end the match as just as abruptly. But I mean, you guys definitely threw down the gauntlet. You guys were throwing it down that second half for sure. It was very, very fun to watch. Do you have anything you want to say to the stream before we conclude the interview here in 1 or 2 questions? Do you have anything you want to say? Anybody you want to shout out? You want to say hi to your team? What's going on?
Happy birthday, Brown. Woo.
Yeah, happy birthday, Brown. I hope that everybody in the Twitch chat is singing happy birthday right now at this very moment. It is fantastic.
Yeah, and get
But-
those subs ready for this second match because
Oh,
a lot of fun stuff.
Oh yeah,
is
there's
potentially
gonna
to
be a
happen.
lot of goofy stuff. I mean, you want to give somebody 20,000 credits. You want to fill up somebody's ultimate. You want to some knife rounds only. I think that's what we like to see. Get the sub button ready. Get the channel point donation button ready. Get everything ready to go to just unleash on that second game. You could swing the tide of the game just by yourself. It's going to be a great time. I mean, how much chaos do you think is going to be going into that second game, Sophia?
Too much chaos. Way too much.
Yeah, well, it's going to be great to see. Thank you for coming in for the winners interview. But before we're going to get into the second game, we're going to throw to a quick break, and we'll see you guys soon.
Okay, hi everybody. I was muted for a moment, just trying to get the logistical stuff going. But here we are. My name is Browntle, and we're gonna go to our second game in a moment. Just want to remind everyone how the event is working right here. So here is everything that is going to happen today. We just saw the first game, the challenge. It was a very exciting match. Both Reinas are kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Very fun to watch. And now we're gonna go to our second game, where your subscriptions or Twitch bits or Ko-Fi new subscriptions, things like that, they can change the game state. You can learn more by going to the Brownie Val birthday website, which you can do by doing the exclamation point of Brownie Val command in chat. And so this is going to be interesting because you'll basically have all the rounds played out in full, and you know, if you use the rewards that you have by throwing money at the screen, then you can have things like forced knife fight, infinite ammo on, players getting ultimates immediately, things like that. You gotta look out for that. So yeah, so that's what's gonna come up. You also use your channel points, by the way. Not everyone can throw money. I understand that. So we have a channel point reward for those to use 2,000 turtle credits, and that will do the job for the ultimate orbs, as well, and the ultimate charge rather, and the whatever the other reward, the credits, 20,000 credits to a lucky winner, so you can make everyone rich. All of that stuff will be coming up soon, but first I want to throw it back to our two casters, which look even more comic-like as I stare at them, Lash and Spidey. What do you both think about that first game?
I think it was a great time, honestly. I think it was very, very interesting. Great way to start out the Valorant portion of the birthday bash. I mean, what do you think, Spidey?
I mean, yeah, I was a little worried the first 4 rounds going pretty lopsided, but then I don't know what happened, but it just kind of, something switched, and you know, the next 5 rounds went to the other team, and it was kind of more of a back and forth battle, and it was a lot of fun to watch. But like I said early on, I was a little worried, and it ended up being a great time.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun, and I mean, a lot of skill was shown, especially Haku. Dropping a 30 bomb in that match, but 3 players on the other team able to drop 20 bombs really solidified that round. So great job to that first team that was able to take away Icebox, but also great job to the Chippy Chaplets for putting up an amazing fight and showing us an amazing match. But let's not dwell on the past too much. Let's talk about the future in Chaos. As Browntle said, there's a lot of interesting things that's going to be going on in this next match. So, I mean, the viewer rewards, we can just break it down real quick. Every 5 Twitch subs, including gifted subs, during the game will result in something like infinite ammo on and ignore shopping restrictions for 2 rounds, forcing all teams to use abilities and knife for only 1 round. I'm just going through these again just so everyone in the chat can know, get their mouse clicks ready to go for as soon as the game starts to start the chaos. And then there's the channel points for 2,000 channel points. And there is a 10-minute cooldown between the durations of these, so we can't like slam a butt, like we can't make everybody's ultimate ability charge up like immediately with enough people doing it. But I mean, 1 player's credits increased to 20,000. That is insane. Can buy an entire team. It can completely flip the economy of a game. The player ultimate charged to 9. That's basically just guaranteeing an ultimate. But let's talk about Lotus for a second, the next map up here. I mean, looking at this map with all the changes, it is going to be quite the event. I mean, like the changes to A site where they like increased that and breakable, increased the size of secret, increased the size of water. They really opened up Lotus and made it a lot more versatile with locations. They added so many different places you need to be looking at. It is just going to be wild. And coming in to the next team, for the teams we have coming up, we have the attacking team going to be team inspirational. It's going to be wild. It's going to be a lot of fun. But on the attacking side, we have Velreal, we have Fred, we got Honey Green Tea, we got Caitlyn, we got Bento and Toda, and as well as Haku. And on the defensive side, we have Sub, Minion Lover, we got Sophia, and we got Kate. And then we have Slendet, who is a sub-in for Tomo, as there was a bit of an error there and they weren't able to continue. But we got a sub in Slendet. Great to have you. Glad to have you here. And we also have Vanster. We got Noah on the defending side. And on the defending side, the name is Minion Lover Volume. So, Volume 3. I might need some clarification on that. Minion Lover V3, Volume 3. And then there's Team
I think it's Volume 3. Yeah.
Volume 3, Minion Lover Volume 3. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna be getting into the match very soon. But what do you think about the new changes to the map of Lotus, Spidey?
I love them personally. I've had to play Lotus a couple times now on the new changes, and so far it's great. I love that you can do things on defense with such a spread out map. But I do think it is hilarious the changes they made. If you'll remember, like early on in the first couple episodes of Valorant, the changes they were making to maps was reducing the amount of 50-50 angles. And the way they fixed Lotus was adding a bunch of 50-50 angles to the map. So I think it's pretty funny that they were trying to reduce that earlier on in the map making. And then one of the ways they fixed one of their maps that was kind of having some issues was they just added more. But like I said, I love the changes. I love that they added some more boxes and verticality to see. I love the if you notice the boxes that used to be double stacked and A main near the stairs, they've made that a solid object so you can't spam it, and you actually have to put value into checking that or using util on it instead of just spamming the box a couple times. So I love the changes they've made, and really excited to see again how these teams approach it.
Yeah, I mean, in removing the tube in the middle of A site, on B site, completely opening it up, adding another 50-50 angle as you were talking about, and C site completely getting switched up. I mean, the plant spots have changed. You got smaller plant spots, but you got a bigger ramp going down. You got more boxes to shoot through. You have you got a lot more 50-50 angles here. And like the rotating doors, they were slowed down a little bit. They take 10 seconds to complete their spin now from 8. And it just, they decided that 8 seconds just wasn't enough for utility combos or getting enough people through the door. So it's the doors, they want people to be fighting through the doors for periods of time. The B orb was removed because Fracture is the only one that has 4. It's the only one that has more than 2. So the B orb was completely removed. And also it was very easily accessible by the attacking side, so they kind of removed it to stop people from just farming ultimates just off of the B orb and then being able to back off and go for another side as if they would. But they really changed up the site, I think, for the better. I think they opened it up a little bit, and on the other side they closed off Icebox a little bit. I think it's a bit of a trade-off. So and I think we're getting just about ready to hop into the next match. Onto Lotus. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think we're gonna see a lot as we hop right into the agent select. These two teams are gonna be going at it.
We are gonna see some new agents here, and what is your main on Lotus? Because my personally is Breach, and love all the util I can use on it. But what's your go-to here?
Oh, Breach. I am an avid initiator main. I love doing it. I love Breach. It's such a good agent. And also, so one thing to keep in mind about this match in particular, 24 rounds, and we're playing out every single round. So that just because we love to see it mostly, but we are seeing a lot of effort being put in, and we're going to be seeing even more chaos to come, especially with all the Twitch donas and coming up here pretty soon. Here in less than a minute, it's going to be about time to get those rolling and get it going and just add to the chaos. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, how much chaos do you think we're going to be seeing here? I see Sophia locking in Breach, my fave.
Yeah, speaking of Breach, the Minion Lover Volume 3, Minion Lover themselves is going Breach, just as we were talking about. Looks like the other team won't be going that way, though. They might be locking in KO.
Yeah, Fred's going to be going for KO. We got Caitlyn going for Omen, Bento going for Viper, Toda going for Jet, and Haku going for Cypher. We also have Sub going for KJ. So love seeing the Sentinel on Sub. We got Sophia running Breach, Kate running Raze, Slendet running Omen, and Noah running Gecko. It is going to be an interesting matchup we have here today, because we have nearly all identical agents. We don't have the same Sentinel. We have the only same thing we have is Omen on the on both teams. We don't have the same duelist, not the same initiator. It's going to be great. It's what I love about Valorant, just switching up the team compositions. It's going to be a great time. You love to see it. And here we go, right off the bat, falling around, getting a little bit of that team chemistry going, talking, making jokes, head empty. But welcome Dominion Lover Volume 3 versus Team Inspirational. Very inspirational. You love to see it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that I've ever seen a Viper on Lotus. So this is gonna be new for me to see how they handle this. Normally, I only see a single smoke and then like a breach raise combo or a fade raise, you know, something like that. So this will be a new experience, and I think they're leaning on the fact that they might be having to use their knife and utility a lot.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've seen Viper played a bit on Lotus in the professional scene, but it's not always the most picked out. But here we have Slendet, the newest addition to the roster, peeking out, going to be able to throw a smoke down there. They were in doubt about their ability, but they got pretty good reaction time there. And there's Toda being able to find two, but Sub and Kate clapping back with the paint shells and the ghost, and Noah just going in there as well. Toda able to find 3 for the round, just going absolutely ham. Sophia able to find one onto Haku as well. And Toda's trying to fight back as best as possible, but Sophia got the best, leaving 2 alive. Very, very low HP, but they take the pistol round. Good job. Minion level 3.
All right, 1 round down. Need to go through the second round before the perks start happening. So let's start seeing some channel points and donations going on to make sure these boys and girls have something to play with.
Oh
Minion
yeah,
Lever getting right behind that solid box I was talking about. This is the one I was talking about early on. That's not spammable anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I loved being behind that box earlier today. I abused it very much using that breach aftershock, as well as one of my buddies pulling out a raise nade. It's always a good time. And then it looks like we have the first set of a couple perks coming through in a bit. We have Toda being able to take out Slendet right off the bat, and equalizing numbers from Sophia with that bulldog onto Caitlyn. Haku is ready to make that contact, but Sub is ready, dodging back and forth. The flash in hand, getting caught out, but Sub's going to be able to find 2, taking out Fred and Toda right off the bat, ready to go. 3-2 now, equalizing those numbers. It's great to see Sub getting back in to the run of things, and there's Noah being able to find Haku, and now it's just down to Bento here. 1v3, has a bulldog in hand, still has mollies and that poison orb to work with, as well as that wall to try and confuse just a little bit, but it's not going to really be that much help as the spike is down on C site, spamming through that box, but giving away their location. But there's the orb, and there's the peek from Kate, taking out Bento, leaving 3 alive, grabbing that bulldog, going into the next round. It is a bonus for Minion Lover Volume 3, and here we are on the 3rd round.
My ultimate is ready.
And there's the perk. The first perk came in. The Twitch chat decided we're giving Viper, Bento, an ultimate right off the bat. Only had a couple points, but now it's completely charged up.
I'm going to give that last round to the Killjoy. That utility came in so clutch and multiple times.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like the awareness of Sub definitely nothing to scoff at. Knows how to play stun utility. Was definitely a very, very high dollar player in the Kazo Cup tournament from a while back. And there's Toda being able to draw first blood onto Noah. The Gecko shutting down the initiator ability, but there's still one left on the side of Minion Lover V3 as they're running the double initiator comp. Not a lot of information gathering available now, and not a lot of initiating available now, as Toda just shut down the entirety of it. And man, Caitlyn just going up there and saving Toda from Sub, the monster. And there's Caitlyn being able to find Kate as well. The Kate battle, and there's the 3rd for Caitlyn. Honey Green Tea taking out Slendet in the Omen duel, and there's the first flawless of the round. Welcome to round 4, everybody.
One round for the attackers. That ult, I don't know how much it really impacted, but if they were going to have any issues, the ultimate definitely locked it in. There was not a lot they could do to really come back in that round. So definitely putting those points to use, giving the ultimate to Bento.
Oh, absolutely, 100% agree, and I think it's I think it's great to see like these two teams interacting because they're just having a great time. They're enjoying themselves, and there's Soup again once alone on C site, and they can get serious when they want to. There's the 0 point coming in. Soup nearly dodging it, and Toda caught lacking. Seems a little bit lost there, but there comes Soup, able to shut it down, and Haku right there. Oh, gets the goop on, but isn't able to find anything as Kate punishes the complete blindness of the Cypher, the bald man himself. There's Soup going in. Vanster trying to find one as well, able to take out Caitlyn, and oh my gosh, it's a brawl! As Fred's able to take down two, as well as Vanster now is just down to get that spike diffused. Sendek getting that down, gonna try and take that, but giving it off to Vanster, get that Thrash up and running.
Thrash is ready. Is it off?
That reusable Thrash, that absolutely deadly ultimate ready to go. It's amazing. We love to see it. Rail.
Not gonna lie, at the end of that round, I didn't really know what was going on. Soon as like 4 people all died on top of each other, I was just like, okay, and next oh, they're all dead. Okay, they win.
Yeah, I mean, it was an absolute brawl. I mean, going back and forth, it's crazy to see. Sometimes that's just how rounds happen. You can't even keep up with all the action because they're so in sync with each other. Sorry, but like, man, you just love to see it. And there's Haku fiddling around with that camera. You love to see it. Just getting ready. Just having a little bit of fun. Just having a little bit of fun back there as the team inches up towards that A site. Well, real. Fred, getting ready to go. Love that Oni Vandal. Looks amazing. And there's Minion Lover getting spotted out. And there's the Molly coming in as well. Gonna try and deny that, but oh my gosh, it seems like,
how are they alive?
Seems like they're just barely getting away with their life. Trying to go there, but Noah's gonna be able to pick up 2, make that 3 before getting anything traded back by Fred. And Soup's gonna be able to find Haku as well. Now it's just down to Fred against the world. And boom, there it is, the 4th for Vanster. I was sitting on the edge of my seat.
I love the bait shots there, going through the smoke, kind of pulling the attention away from Vanster as they're about to peek there at the end.
And there it is, this round right here. We got Fred gets the ultimate charge. Because they are.
Oh, and Haku getting the 20,000 credits for the team. Do they know?
Haku.
I don't know if they know.
Haku has 20,000 credits. They haven't noticed. I feel like it needs to be pointed out, but if they're listening into the stream, they're going to notice that they have 20,000 credits immediately. Embrace the chaos. We're loving that. One of our amazing observers, Midnight, saying embrace the chaos. We love that. It's amazing. And man, we're seeing a decent amount of attacking power coming out here. Especially having that Thrash ready, up and going, and sticking by that door, might wanting to find anything. It's just a lot of bullshitting back and forth. And finally, blood has been drawn by Kate and Vanster. Noah, Gecko, loving it. Getting down to a 3v5 situation as Vanster finds another, trying to find anything as Noah's finding a 3rd for the round. Now it's just down to Fred right here, but no, it's not going to work as for the 2nd round in a row, Noah's going to get a 4K.
You wonder if things would have been different had they known they had all of that money.
Yeah, I mean, they all have the money now, and I think they're starting to realize, well, I mean, all the money's gone now.
I was curious how that would work, knowing that 9K was the max, but getting 20K in the middle of the round, I don't know.
I think it was just before the beginning. I think it was just before the middle of the round, but it is. I think it's fine. Chaos.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
And there's the smoke by Slenda. Was unsure in their ability this round, but they were able to get that peek through onto Bento, shutting down the primary sight blocker and damage controller. And there's the null command coming in from Fred, and a lot of executes going down now and almost getting picked out by Slendet, but Toda and Kate do persevere. Now down to a 4v3. It's down to the defense now to try and make a move. Got Noah and Sophia on the flank, going on the run, and there's Kate just trying to flush him out with that showstopper. Able to find Fred though, but Toda's gonna trade back, and now it's 3v2. as Thrash is thrown out, as Haku wasn't spotted out by the Thrash, but now Noah ready to go, but getting paranoid out. And now it's going to be down to this, getting swatted out by Caitlyn, and is on the flick just yet. Now down going into round 8. It's 5-2 in favor of Minion Lovers V3.
Yeah, it just goes to show that people are just not really accustomed to the new changes yet. You saw some people coming right out of main, not checking that close left angle, and it really paid the price.
Yeah, I mean, going into this, we're seeing a lot of chaos. There's still some things figuring out, like some players just not knowing what's going on, if their stuff's getting changed or not. But you know, it's okay. It's all for fun. It's nothing too competitive, nothing too serious. But we are loving a bit of competitive spirit going in. A lot of very, very good gameplay. But here comes Team Inspirational.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine, you know, going in there. Sub lost control of that turret, and it did get broke a little bit by Tota, and Tota's getting a little bit anxious going in there, hearing Dizzy, hearing that aftershock come in, just a little bit weary as to whether they want to push out onto the side or not, but Bento's going to be able to draw first blood for the round over there on A side onto Kate. Tota just a little bit anxious, not knowing what to do here, not trying to decide if they want to peek out or not, and Sub's going to be able to draw blood onto Bento, equalizing the numbers. Shot for shot, and Haku waiting for another person to peek out ever so aggressively onto A site, and there's Tota getting gooped out by Dizzy. And Noah's able to find Fred as well, bring it down to a 4v3. Neural Theft comes out, and Haku is able to find Noah, equalizing them. Once again, these back and forth, body for body, and there's Tota finding Sophia just a little bit unaware, and Tota finds Sub as well, down to a for Slendet.
All left to the Bronze Bandit, seeing if they can steal this round.
A rat of four, Phantom ready to go, and almost getting a head tap onto Tota as there's a 3K in the bag for Tota. Looking great on the scoreboard, 11-5 right now. 2 points away from the ultimate as Caitlyn has the From the Shadows ready to go. Bento 2 away. Slenda 1 away from that from the shadows, but the rest of the ultimates are on the board just kind of haphazardly. But what kind of stuff are they needing to adjust here? I mean, Mini Lovers V3, they came out very strong, holding down the map very hard, but now we're going on to a... Now we're seeing we're going on to a win streak here for Team Inspirational. What do you think that Mini Lovers V3 has to do to stay in this and stay ahead of Team Inspirational here?
I think they just need to take a breath. They are very quick to rotate, and they need to do things like exactly like they're doing now. They're pushing through A main as a team. They have a plan here instead of being reactive. They're being proactive and taking space.
And there is a good 2K from Slendet, shutting down every push onto the B site, but man, it's just trying to equalize numbers, and now Haku, the lurking Cypher, the one that holds back, holding the line, is now left alone, ready to go, and going to be able to find Slendet, though. Trying to equalize into a 1v3, and now gooped on. Can't see a thing, and now Noah's going to capitalize off of that, punish that, and now Thrash is back online, as well as the lockdown in the hands of Sub. Absolutely deadly.
All right, we got some new things coming in. Sophia getting the free ult, and Sub getting the 20,000 credits. It looks like we're going to pause to let the players know and be able to take advantage of this new economy change.
Yeah, I mean, Mini Lovers V3 absolutely getting a lot of buffs right here. I mean, spending, all right, so about 7,600 of that 20K has been spent. I'm not really sure what they're going to spend the rest of it on. They have to get it down to about 9K or 10K in order to get anything capitalized off of it. But now Minion Lover, the Breach, has that Rolling Thunder ready to go.
Just dropping guns everywhere like they're candy.
Yeah, I mean, down to 10,000 now. They're at the night and throwing an op over the edge. It you know, it's reminiscent of Counter-Strike. We love to see it. We're now getting into this. The game unpaused, ready to go, and seems like there's going to be an execute over here onto the side from Team Inspirational. Sub's trying to back off, wanting to get unsuppressed from there and potentially allow for a lockdown to be used. And there's the From the Shadows coming out, gonna try and go to the back site, and oh my gosh, it's the wrong timing, but Caitlyn able to capitalize off of it, just barely taking out Kate in another Kate battle.
Shadows traveling.
From the Shadows, very risky move, but it did end up paying off in the end. And now Benson's gonna get the spike down, full blind, and there's the lockdown coming in, as well as the Rolling Thunder didn't end up being able to capitalize off anything there, but Toda was able to get another pick. And now the lockdown coming out very, very quickly, and now detaining two, potentially using them as bait. But Sub knows potential issues with this, but down to only 2 health points and just getting right-clicked by Caitlyn. Absolute menace going into round 11.
Well, they still have 9K to spare, so they can easily come into this round and spend a little bit more of it. You know, as we know, the operators are not allowed, so you know, if you have too much money, what else are you going to do than buy a banned gun and just throw it off the map?
Yeah, well, you know, you're given 20,000 credits when your team isn't on a full buy. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna buy a couple operators. I mean, it's basic common sense. It's just kind of what happens, especially in these amazing friendly games. But coming into round 11, it seems like we're gonna be seeing a lot of aggressive things happen from Fred here. Now 3 players from Team Inspirational getting absolutely stunned, but not a lot of capitalization off of it. Getting stunned, aftershocked. A lot of the breach tech just being absolutely unloaded here, but not gonna be able to find a kill as Thrash is being used as well, getting sprayed down, unable to detain anybody. And there's Wingman, just got caught on a corner, and there's Dizzy coming out, trying to goop, trying to blind. And these teams are just going back and forth, trying to pick each other out. And then there's a 0 point. Not able to find anything, but there's Bento getting the plant off on the B site, and now the defense is turning to the offense. Completely switched sides, but Toda's ready for this play right here. Hearing the reload come out from Kate, and just getting ready for it. Sees it and quickly turns away, not expecting anyone to be there, but checked the corner nonetheless, but got punished for it regardless. And Toda's able to find one, bring it down to a 1v2 for Noah. Trying to find the spike in order to have Wingman go defuse it, but Bento realizes that and takes advantage of it up in heaven.
Last
up
round
in upper
in the half.
patio. Now going
This
into
is
the
where
last
the
round.
fun happens. Knife only round and abilities.
Yeah, knife only and abilities. It is going to be a little bit interesting because no guns are allowed. Thank you to the 5 gifted subs from Garu Mango for making this happen, the all knife fight. It's going to be amazing. I'm not sure if they want to decide what kind of site, if they want to go to a site or, I mean, or what's going on. So it's going to be a little interesting. Seems like there's a bit of a debate as to if they can use abilities or not, but abilities are allowed. I think. Yes, abilities are indeed allowed. So, I mean, there's still a lot of hope here. Thankfully, there's not a chamber, though, that basically has guns as abilities. So.
Good point. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit interesting, except for the fact that Jet has the Blade Storm. So.
Those are knives.
That are all technically knives. Well, I love chaos. It's amazing. See,
Well,
I knew it. I knew it. Oh, it's like a kid on Christmas. It's like I just knew exactly what I was getting, but now the entirety of the defense, the entirety of Minion Lover V3 is very, very concerned, very confused. They don't want any. They don't want to lose, but they're running into a Jet with knives. Oh my gosh, Toda! The pixel perfect, but also pixel perfect blind right there, completely blinding out Toda. And it looks like we're getting a paranoia coming in. Didn't end up blinding Toda, but oh my gosh, the knives are being used. Only one knife left. They have to get a headshot here. Knives are gone for the rest of the match. Only able to find one kill off it. No, they got the kill. And now it's down to the last 3 remaining players of Minion Lovers V3 to try and pull something out. And oh my gosh, the Molotovs and everything coming into play. The knives. I think the Blaze Storm's a little bit unfair in there. There's the stun coming out. But oh my gosh, it's just a massacre. Sophia, run! Flashing themselves way too much. And oh my gosh, just running. Looks like it's just going to be an absolute massacre. Blended, killed by the spike. So does Toda. But oh my gosh, Bento finally was able to get that kill off of theirs.
Switching sides.
Fred gets killed by the spike. And my gosh, that was chaos. Welcome to the second half. 6-.
Oh dear, that was great aim by Toda. I mean, you can consider it free because they were going against knives, but some great shots there.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely missed a couple, but was able to capitalize off of that last knife with a headshot in order to get those knives back. And potentially, I believe that was the sole reason they won the round there, was because because of the Blade Storm potential. And just so everybody knows in the Twitch chat, there is no cheats until the 3rd round. So anything that you throw in right now won't be activated until the 3rd round.
All right, let's see what we can see. This is evened out, 6-6. I didn't even notice how close this game is because of all the chaos going on.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot. I mean, it's 24 rounds. Either way, they're playing it out, but it's going to be a little bit interesting getting into this. There's Bento being able to find the first pick on to Noah, trying to find another, getting a headshot, but not able to close anything out as Kate trades them out. Taking out Bento and now pushing more up into that A site with Sophia watching that flank and Tota coming up. It's a 50-50 right here. Who's going to draw blood first is going to end up being Tota, and Caitlyn going to be able to... Another cave battle seems to be happening a lot around this. Now down to a 2v4. Very low HP for the attackers here. Minion Lovers v3. As Slenda's going to try and find anything in the smokes, but Caitlyn's going to be taking out Sub as well. And there it is. Tota finalizing that round, leaving 4 alive. Winning Team Inspirational the first round of the second half of this game. And on the 3rd round, coming up next, when the goofy stuff starts to pop up, we have Slenda getting 20,000 credits on the 3rd round. So regardless of if they win this round or not, they're going to have a ton of money ready to go. And Tota is going to be getting the free ultimate as well, getting that Blade Storm back up and running, you know, unless they get an ace right now and then die to the spike. It's possible that Tota could get it, but it's going to be pretty fun.
Looking like they're going to default a little bit here on the attack side. See if it maybe one of them can get a pick early and go on it.
And we're seeing a lot of aggression here onto both sides of the map, onto the extremities, trying to find something. But there's Tota again, just whipping it out. Oh my gosh, there's Bento able to find Slenda on the panic shot, but eventually able to take down Noah, and Haku's gonna be able to trade out for a minion lover as well. Sophia, but Sub, in a very unexpected spot by Bento, able to pick up the Marshall. A little bit more firepower coming into this, but will it be enough to secure them the round? And it doesn't look like it. 1 bullet left in the chamber with shotgun around the corner. Haku's gonna find the final blood of the round going into round number 15.
Now remember, wipe the prints from your gun.
All right, round 3. We're going to see those perks kick in. Slenda getting 20,000 and Tota getting the free ult.
And we thank Garu Mango for those, again, 5 gifted subs. 5 gifted subs. It's amazing. I think we're going to be looking at unlimited ammo and ignore shopping restrictions. I think is going to be the interesting part of the next round coming in because of those 5 gifted subs from Garu Mango. Thank you very much for that. But man, here's the buy phase. Looking at a lot of Spectres being bought. And a lot of money left over from Slendet, just passing around all the money left and right, being able to buy up everybody, equalizing the economy this round, but it is a bonus round for Team Inspirational, so it's gonna be pretty fun.
Cards are stacked a little bit against them because of that, it looks like. So they have the first 2 rounds, but getting this 3rd one's definitely gonna be tough if they're leading on economy.
Yeah, and it looks like, so just for clarification, round 4, infinite shop, so ignore shopping restrictions is on, and infinite ammo is going to be on as well. Benson's going to be able to draw first blood, but quickly traded back by Noah, and Haku's going to be able to make them win that battle. So win the trade battle is going to end up going in the favor of Team Inspirational here, and Haku just ready to peek back out and find another kill, but immediately get traded back now in a 3v2 situation. Team Inspirational is going to need to keep those numbers equalized if they want a chance of winning this. It's just up to Slendet and Sophia ready to go. 6-8 have to win this round in order to get back to 1 below, but they are still playing out 24 rounds. And also on round 4, we're getting Kate getting that free ult. And it looks like Haku's getting 20,000 credits on round 4, but it seems like that's going to be comboed with the infinite shop and infinite ammo, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work out, but I'm sure our great producing team can figure that out for us. And there it is.
30 seconds
Slenda is alone, ready to go to get that spike down, get that planted, and there's the molly coming in, barely missing, going around, only has 6 bullets left in the Vandal. And getting that reload sound is now going to be caught out from behind. And there it is. Slenda's going to be able to find Caitlyn. Vel behind. Fred finishing it up and making it 6-9.
Very close. I think if they had more than 6 bullets going into that and not having the reload sound, they would have had a better chance. You know, they were able to get the first shot, but got quickly pinched because of that sound, and they were just rushed them.
It's very possible. It's very possible. There's the ignore shopping restriction set to on. There's the infinite ammo set to on. It's going to be a lot of fun going into this. I think it allows for... I don't know if it allows for full buys, but it allows for ignore shopping restrictions. Now, I believe somebody got 20,000 credits. Yeah, Haku got 20,000 credits. Now, you can buy stuff mid-round. Haku's going to be able to spend 18,000 credits mid-round. It's going to be a lot of fun. But also, Kate... Oki Caitlyn got the ultimate, got the showstopper ready to go for good use, ready to go, because Minion Lovers Volume 3 could really use a little bit of help going into the next couple of rounds to try and tie up the scoreline. Man, I think we're definitely in for a very, very interesting next couple of minutes here.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of knives popping up when I'm holding the tab button, so I feel like there might be a couple people dropping some guns on the ground on the other side.
I think it may be a possibility. And just coming in now, Infinite Shop and Infinite Ammo is on until after round 5 of this half. So it is going to be right after this. Oh my gosh, the Outlaw with infinite ammo.
Oh my god.
I didn't even think about that. And there's Toda coming in, able to find that pick. And if I'm not mistaken, was the Outlaw not... It wasn't the Outlaw disallowed between after round 12?
One enemy remaining.
But I mean, it's not really mattering because it didn't win, but it's what happens. It's what happens. Technically, yes, but you know, they didn't win anyway, so we're not going to think about it that much. Now 4 rounds behind. Minion Lovers Volume 3 needs to really pick up the pace here if they want to continue this going into the next couple of rounds. 16 rounds in. Welcome to round 17. We have 7 more rounds to play through, at minimum.
And looks like everybody's starting to get on board of the Outlaw train. 5 people this round.
Just by the way, the Outlaw is now allowed this round, but it wasn't allowed last round, per the rules of the thing. But I don't think Slendek got too much value out of it, so it was fine. It was funny, and especially with the infinite ammo, with the dun dun dun, it's amazing to see. And Sub got the judge ready to go on to Toda. Recently nerfed to have less ammo. Doesn't matter when you have infinite ammo on. And there's Bento trying to find somebody through the box with that Outlaw, which has surprisingly good recoil. Just shooting through these paper mache walls, trying to find something. It's a lot of chaos. Imagine if we added infinite abilities into this as well. There's Haku taking down the wingman, but completely getting traded back by Caitlyn. Now it's down to a 3v3. Showstopper still online for Kate on that raise. And Sub is just getting put between a rock and a hard place here, as Fred's going to be shutting that down at the same time as Caitlyn's going to be able to pick up the 3rd kill of the round. Now it's just down to Kate with the Showstopper just ending themselves. We do not condone that, but it was funny.
What they're really doing is they're preventing the ult orbs from getting in the hands of the other team. It's really a big brain play if you think about it.
Yeah, you know, you wouldn't understand. You are 100% correct, Sophia. Thank you for your generous words of wisdom. And we hope to see Kate recover from wanting that. And now, going into the end of that, now shopping restrictions have been turned back on. Infinite ammo has been turned off. Now it's back to a regular match, ready to go. But I mean, we still have a ton of we still have an Outlaw on the field in the hands of Bento. And just coming in as well. Sophia says it was tactical. They didn't want them to get an ult charge, but here comes a lockdown coming in from Sub to try and capture this C site right here. But little did they know, Toda and Fred are not afraid of a little. They're not afraid of a little lockdown there, as they're able to pick that off and get traded back by the Bucky. But Toda inching up, ready to strike, getting taken down. 1, 2, 3. Toda going absolutely crazy, and Caitlyn following up right behind. Lockdown completely useless. Welcome for round 19. They are.
Let's end this.
They're at 12 rounds. They would normally be on match point, but we're playing out 24 rounds regardless. Now it's right now. It's all up to see if Minion Lovers V3 is going to be able to bring this back from the 6-round deficit they have if they want to bring it into overtime for the 1-round overtime allotted for this before we bring it to a close. But I mean, what do you think needs to change coming out of Minion Lovers V3 if they want to bring it into overtime?
They really need to shut down Toda, apparently. Ending that round with 3 kills, just blowing up the site. You know, they didn't really have a good hold of the site. So I think what they really need to do is once they get the space is kind of retain it instead of just sitting back and waiting for them to come to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hate to cut you off, but oh my gosh, Noah coming out here immediately with the thrash right here is going to be able to see Caitlyn right through the smoke, getting stunned out as well. And oh my gosh, just barely missing, getting tagged out by that KO. As the spike is going to be going down 3v4 right now. Make that 3v3 as Sub's able to find it. And there comes the Rolling Thunder coming in from Sophia, and Toda's going to be able to shut that down as well through the wall. Paper mache walls, as I like to say. And then there's Tube, ready to go. 125 HP, and there's Noah, ready to take out Toda, allowing for that 2v2, and there's the Thrash coming in once again, picking out Bento, detaining that, and now Caitlyn's got to capitalize off of that, off of the distraction, but now it's on to 1v1 between Fred and the spray down between Caitlyn. Oh my gosh. It's now down to see if they can make it happen, and Noah's gonna make it happen. The clutch up from Noah, making it 7-12 now, and that's the round that they need to try and bring some momentum back into the match. And now, it looks like we're getting a, could be wrong, Vanster getting 20,000 credits. There it is. And also, Kate got that ultimate, got another showstopper ready to go. Hopefully not gonna use it to self-sabotage, if you will, but 20,000 credits on the board, ready to go for Noah, who's dropping a 25 or 20 bomb currently. Toda over there with a 25 bomb. I think they're starting to get some momentum going here, Spidey.
Yeah, absolutely. They got the 1 round. They kind of figured things out a little bit towards the end there with, you know, hiding into tree and getting some, you know, some kills and making some space with the utility. Oh, but Toda getting caught out. This is definitely something they need to do, is get rid of Toda if they can, and they did.
Slenda's being able to finish that out, but not without a lot of damage being done to the other team as well. I mean, looking at Noah right now, Vanster getting at very, very low HP, but the entire team's backing off. Seems like they're going to be opting to go for a different site with the turret for now, holding a little bit of that base on the map, but they're going to be anchoring, they're going to be adjusting a little bit more towards that A side, but Haku's going to be able to peek that out, taking out Sophia and backing off, putting down trap wires, getting ready to set up for a potential hit coming in, but no, it's on A site, and Caitlyn's ready for it when that neural theft comes through right onto Noah. And maybe going to be able to find Slended as well. Paranoia coming through, completely blinding Sue, but getting picked out by Haku. Good pick on there, and there comes the showstopper. How did that not kill Bento?
Ha. What? Where did it go?
I think it disappeared into the void.
Did it hit a sprite on the stairs and, like, you know, bug out, or what happened?
Yeah, here's the replay coming in there. A nice little pick onto Sub.
Haku saving somebody's life.
There's the replay right there. How was that not close enough to Bento?
I don't understand that. We'll get into this next round. You know, maybe somebody will give Kate another ult to maybe use.
I mean, I think it might be possible. I think we just got to keep giving Kate ults until something happens. And there's Toda finally getting picked out before getting finally taken down by Noah, and Bento's going to be able to find Kate. Get that non-needed revenge from the showstopper. Very, very interesting scenario there, but there's the wingman coming in, not being able to spot anything, but Fred suspects some fishy thing is up, so he throws down that 0 point, able to plot out Noah, but Noah's just way too quick on the trigger, able to pick that out, now down to a 3v3, and they have sight on lock, ready to go, and Sophia's going to be able to find Bento as well, bring it down to a 3v2. Very favorable situation here for Minion Lovers v3, but Sub getting that plant down.
Spike planted.
Finding that, and oh my gosh, it's Caitlyn, and not going to be able to find a kill for Sub, now down to a 2v2, and man, there's not a lot of space, could definitely go for that stick. Definitely stick the spike right now, and there's Noah with 3 kills. On to Haku. Are we gonna find a 4th? We will find it! Man, Noah's doing their very best to catch up to the amount of kills and just the amount of presence Tota is slamming onto the site. Doing a great job doing so. Now down to 8 and 13. Still 5 rounds behind. We are now in round 21. We have... Wait, 21? I don't think it's 21. It is 21. I cannot count. We still have 3 more rounds to play out. We might see if they can catch up a little bit.
Quick maths. It's been 20 rounds. This is 22.
Yeah, it's been 21 rounds. This is 22. I'm bad at math. Don't worry about it. I'm here to yap, not to math. And there's Sophia just spraying the body of Bento once again with that. But and there's Noah catching up to the kills of Tota and shutting it down now to a 4v2. And there's Caitlyn coming in with the Vandal, ready to go, ready to just pounce, and they're shutting down that spike plant. That could be crucial in winning this round, and there's Caitlyn being able to take out Kate. A lot of Kate duels going on right here, and there's Noah being fine to the 3rd for the round. There's Thrash, ready to go, sees Haku, barely explodes beforehand, and Sub is not going to be able to find that kill, but Noah's going to be able to find the 4th for the round, putting him near, very, very close to a 30 bomb. 28 and 14, 2.0 kill death ratio, and coming up next, we got Sub getting 20,000 credits for this round, as well as Bento getting a free Viper's Pit.
That should help them lock down this round for sure, if they can get on site like they did the last time they gave the ultimate to Bento. I was kind of wondering if they were just going to keep farming the ultimate for Caitlyn to see if we could ever get a non-Rosa ult, but you know, well, maybe in the next 5 minutes from now we'll see that again.
Yeah, I mean, guys, let's hear it for Noah in the chat. Absolutely pulling through. Are we going to see a 30 bomb? Are we going to see a 30 bomb come out from Noah? I think so. I think we got enough rounds left. Welcome to round 23. We're going in very, very fast. Sophia opting to go for that Ares once again with the rest of the team going for the rifles. And a Marshall coming out from Fred as well.
Okay.
There, right there. We're seeing a lot of utility being traded back and forth. There's the Viper's Pick coming out as well. Kate being able to take down Tota, an absolute titan of Team Inspirational, being taken down almost for free. And there's Slendet putting down a smoke, going through, realizes that there could be people over in tree and gonna get peeked out there. And oh my gosh, Caitlyn just barely missing the shots onto Sub, and Sub's gonna be able to punish that as well. Or I guess Noah's gonna be able to punish that. Almost to a 30 bomb, 1 kill away, now to a 3v3, and oh my gosh, the Gecko Molly. Oh my gosh, so many Mollies being caught out. Kate's gonna be able to find a 3rd for the round on a Haku and Bento. And Fred's left alone on site, and there's the 30 bomb for Noah.
30 kills on Gecko. What a monster.
Yeah, absolutely insane. And there is infinite ammo, infinite abilities, infinite mags, infinite creds, infinite shopping. And I believe max ultimates. Infinite. Well, there's not really. Okay, so everybody has their ults now. This is round 24. This is supposed to be the last round of the game, I believe.
This
so we
will
got
decide
credits,
who wins the last
ultimate,
round.
Infinite mags, but not infinite ammo. So infinite mags, but not infinite ammo. So we're gonna see what happens. I mean, there's a lot of ultimates gonna be able to come out here. Is it gonna be permanent infinite ultimates? Are we gonna see 7 rockets gonna be coming out of the pocket of Kate? I'm just wondering how this is gonna work. I mean, we basically could have the Omen teleporting around the site the entire game.
All right, we are.
What kind of chaos do you think is gonna? What kind of chaos do you think is gonna ensue from this?
I see Tota and Kate have the Outlaw. Oh, they did sell one of them. I was wondering if they were confused of infinite ammo or infinite mags. So we'll see what they end up doing.
They do not want one of those like infinite Ares sprays. Look at that, 99,999 credits across the board. And now it's just time to see an absolute brawl.
As we're getting ready to get started, just a reminder, happy birthday to Brownie. appreciate him for bringing us in to do this. It's been a great time, and we're going to go into the last round. Oh, Toda dropping down, taking damage.
Dropping down, taking damage, but there's infinite updrafts, and I think that could be used heavily to the advantage of Toda, being able to get up to the skybox and just attack helicopter in. But Noah's gonna be using Wingman to go plant the spike, use it to plant for Mound, but oh my gosh, so many lockdowns coming in from oh my gosh, so many lockdowns. Oh my gosh, so many lockdowns. Somebody stop Sub, somebody stop it immediately. There's the neural theft coming out as well. Oh my gosh, not even getting a chance to pull out the showstopper. Bento taking out Sophia as well. And Noah's just very, very low on HP. Keep in mind that they're going to be able to rebuy ammo halfway through, or rebuy armor halfway through if they wanted to. But oh my gosh, it's just chaos. Haku taking out 2, 3. Taking down the round, winning in the 24th round of game number 2. Welcome to Chaos. And Team Inspirational is going to be taking this round. They're going to be taking this round and taking this map home.
The anti-KJ ult was the rushing KO to stop them from ulting back to back to back. I think they would have 3 or 4 ults down at one point.
Yeah, I think I saw 5 maybe. I don't know. Sub kind of went crazy on that one. Just want to make it clear, the leaderboard shows that everybody had a negative econ rating.
You know what?
I've never seen that. How does that work?
That's not important here. What's important is everybody had a good time, right?
I think everybody had a good time, and I think that's the point of this. I mean, Brown Toll just brought us all together. It's always a great time. We really appreciate everything he does and all the events that he plans. And we are going to be getting an interview with the winning team, Team Inspirational. I'm not sure who we're bringing in yet, but it looks like, are we bringing in Haku? We're bringing in Haku. We're bringing in Haku for an amazing interview. Haku, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing pretty well. That was an interesting match to watch, to say the least. I mean, how are you feeling about it?
Pretty good. I don't know what was happening the last round, but yeah, I had fun.
I'd say there was a little bit of chaos there, but you know, it's always good to see.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good to see. What did you think of all the channel points and the gifted subs coming into play? I mean, how do you think that changed the tides of the game?
I love you, Mew, for the redeems. It was very fun. It was very fun for us because I don't know if did they also get the redeems. I'm not sure, but we just pulled out a bunch of judges.
I think nearly everybody was able to, you know, pull something out of the chaos, and it was a. I think it was a great time. Do you have anybody you'd like to shout out other than a big GG to everybody in the game? Do you have anybody to shout out? Anybody on your team, family members? Do you have a mom that you'd like to say hi to? What's going on?
My mom doesn't watch my streams, so I don't think she knows play Valorant. But so, I'd just like to shout out my whole team. It was very fun. I had fun. Everybody actually, shout out to Brown for hosting the whole event.
Happy birthday, Brown!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Everybody,
happy birthday
in the chat. Everybody immediately.
But yeah, that's it.
All right, awesome. We appreciate you coming in for the interview. You've been a pleasure to watch, and you've been a pleasure to play with.
Thank you.
And I hope you have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night, and great job today on the matches.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite.
You are very welcome.
Have a good night.
You as well. And now I think we are gonna be closing it out in terms of from me and Spidey. You got any final words, Spidey?
Oh no, I didn't know what quite to expect that second map, like how much fun it would be, but especially that second half towards the end, things really escalated, and it was just a lot of fun to watch. You know, I didn't know what to expect, and it surpassed any expectations I could have had. It was definitely a lot of fun to watch.
Oh yeah, definitely barely able to keep up with anything that was going on, but I think that's going to be just about it from me and my boy Spidey, the comic book heroes of casting, if you will. And we really appreciate Browntill for having us out. We really appreciate everybody on the stream for watching and participating in that second match. I mean, we love you guys. We love to do this, and we love to see all of you come out and celebrate the Browntle birthday bash with all of us. But that's going to be it from us. I'm going to hand the stream back off to Browntle, and you guys have a great night.
Yeah, well, thanks so much. I'm gonna keep you two here for a little bit since you all are amazing people, and I didn't get to do a full proper introduction. I brought back people that I wanted to give an opportunity to shoutcast again. And Lash, I think most of you here may not know, because Lash was someone that I brought on for the Kazo Cup, which is for the Kazoku organization. So I'm glad that Lash accepted my invitation to come here. Spidey comes from Rendezvous Valorant. You have the spiel for Rendezvous Valorant, Spidey?
The spiel. Oh goodness. I probably should, since I am one of the moderators over there. But it's just it's a community that was built upon, it's an adult community, and they really just want to bring in positive people, trying to take out the toxicity, having a space where people can kind of join together and play games with each other. And they also support leagues for ranks. I think we're going with, at the moment, Golden and above, but Golden Ascendant or Gold to Diamond is one branch, and then we have an open division where anybody can play. Ascendant and up is kind of recommended. And then we also offer some coaching lessons if people are ever interested in that. Some tutorials for new beginners, the people that don't really play a lot. So it's been a lot of fun being a part of it. They do have a tournament next weekend if anybody's interested in that. It's a charity tournament that they do at least once a year, and then after that we'll be announcing a season 5 for the leagues.
All right, awesome. So some great information there. Definitely check out Rendezvous Valorant on Twitter and Twitch and every other platform. Okay, great. Well, Lash and Spidey, thank you two so much, and everyone say goodbye to our two great casters.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you.
I hope to see y'all soon. It's been a blast.
All right, take care. Okay, so let's go back to our nice little turtle booth. This is Browntle again. I just want to give a shout out to everyone that subscribed, especially to Garu Mango, with your multiple gift subs. That caused a lot of chaos in the games, and you are in the lead right now in terms of getting the exclusive Brownie Val birthday card, a physical card that I will sign myself. So if you would like to get that, someone needs to not donate more subs than you, but we will talk about it afterwards if you'd like to accept that great gift. Okay, now I'm gonna go down to the lobby VC with everyone else. So let's do that. And let's see. I have to alt tab to get there. So, woo! Bye, casters who are still in this Discord call. Woo! Bye. Boom. Okay, and now we're in this lobby. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Let me transition over to our.
Happy
birthday.
Oh, thanks, fellas.
The Discord delay.
Star.
Yeah, that was actually very coordinated. which is impressive.
Chaos.
We love it.
Well, I thank you all for taking part. And I usually give this time to let you all say whatever you want for 30 seconds in no particular order. So you all get 30 seconds to talk over each other and give your thank you right now.
Minion Lover 22. Thanks, guys. Wow. Okay.
That happened last time.
I hope everyone had fun.
Hosting.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yes.
The random invite.
Thanks, Mr.
Thank you, staff. Thank you, admins. Bring
Love you, admins. Love you,
staff.
Thank you,
No,
staff.
I want to play.
I hope you all like my yapping.
It's okay.
It's pretty good yapping, I won't lie.
My first observing turn.
Yay!
Yay!
You did a great job.
Yay! Thank
hope it was okay. Also, if you saw how big my map was, I'm so sorry.
It happens.
Oh yeah, it doesn't show up on the stream, but I can only imagine for you.
It's like, no, like it's like all the way up. It's like all the way up. I'm like, I can't see the numbers.
Also, Haku's profile. Yeah, Haku's profile picture is still a sussy one. Or is that wait?
Is that
Yeah.
Naruto?
And Noah's even so. Do I still have custom ones on here?
That's a custom one.
That's gotta be. How do I change? Here, I click this. User's choice. User's choice. Wait. Override. I think. Okay, there we go.
There it is.
We're back.
We're back. No more sus.
We're back.
Okay. Anyways, I wanna thank you all for taking part in this event, and now we're reaching the part where I'm supposed to give out a prize. And you know there are no like team winners here. Obviously, it's individual MVP award, and it's voted by the players who really enjoyed their time with a person and think they deserve to win a little tiny token of appreciation. So, amongst yourselves, who should be the event MVP?
Haku.
Brown toll.
Okay, I can give myself the money.
Mew.
So by process of elimination.
Good night.
Tiff.
It's
Nope, don't bring me in here.
Okay,
It's
among
not a
the
player.
players though, I think a lot of people said Haku. Of course, we saw Haku drop more than 30. It was actually a good battle between the two Reinas of that Icebox game, with Honey Green Tea and Haku, and for whatever reason, Haku just caught fire at the end. It was amazing. So
65.
absolutely amazing. So I guess we all agree that Haku should be the event's MVP.
Yes.
All right, congratulations, Haku, and your great profile picture for winning the MVP. So Haku is gonna take home the $10 Valorant gift card that she can use on 1/8 of the next new bundle, and I hope that you'll enjoy
That's
it
a lot.
very, very much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Do you have any MVP speech words you'd like to say, Haku?
I love you guys. I'll give you a
Love
big
you
fat
more.
smooch on your in cheek.
Suck it, Haku.
As long as you don't have COVID.
Yeah, sure. Give me COVID. Hey. What?
What?
Yeah, you said that. Anyway.
Alright, okay, so yeah, congratulations, Haku. Okay, now this is the part where I say thank you to the staff and give them a chance to say something. Let's start with our observer, Shin.
Why me first? Good games to everyone. I hope that the casters didn't have a hard time trying to see me struggle with observing. But anyway, it was a good experience for me. But I hope to do this again sometime.
I'm sure you did a great job.
Yes, good job, Shin. And everyone give an applause for Shin, and thank you so much for observing.
I literally learned this an hour before.
I bet you it was still amazing.
Thank you.
Alright, next will be Midnight. Midnight, I brought in last minute. You of course remember her from adminning one of my earlier branding vows last year. Let's give some opportunity for Midnight to say some words.
W Haku, W Brown, W Bento, W Mutiny, W OK Caitlin, W Honey Green Tea, W Noah, W Shin, W Slen, W Sue, W Sophia, W Toda, and W Fred.
W Midnight.
W Midnight.
W Midnight.
W Midnight.
Yes, thank you, Midnight. Remember, I very, very, very appreciate you, and I hope you do great things this year as well. Okay, and now, this person, I will give a brief, little prelude, because I can, to the one and only Mutiny. As you all may have seen on Twitter, this will be the last brownie vow for Mutiny for the foreseeable future. So I just want to at least give my words first and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you do. I'm pretty sure I gave you a great send-off right here by making you stress like crazy with the cheats menu. I guess it was only fitting that way. The brownie vow is not possible without you, so you know everything else I would say, but thank you very, very much. And now some words from Tiff herself.
You're embarrassing. Oh my god. But yeah, as you guys know, this is gonna be my last. I am kinda, yeah, I think Valorant. I'm leaving Valorant. My toxic relationship with it. But yeah, I've been head admin for Brown since the first, so it's been pretty much a whole year of doing this. It's really sad to, I guess, leave, but also I'm happy to kind of become like my own tourney organizer. And I learned everything that I need to know from Brown. Damn, I'm at a leech? God damn.
Yo, that is crazy, Mew.
God damn. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Like all of the players I've met throughout my time in Brownie Val, everyone is so great, and it's really amazing to. I'm not gonna cut you, Sam. Oh my gosh, I never thought that I would actually peace out. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone, like all the players, all like the casters and observers I have met over my year of adminning, and just thank you for the viewers. As always, I always say that, like, you know, we can have a great tournament, but if nobody's watching, it's kind of not a great tournament, you know. So thank you to the viewers also. Yeah, thank you. Just in general, just thank you guys just for being here, and I'm going to walk away before I cry, so I'm gonna mute now.
We love you, Mew.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Mew.
Love you guys.
W Tiff. I look forward to the next tourney, Tiff.
Oh my god.
I'm ready for the next Olympics.
The ARAM.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be doing ARAM next for my next tournament. But yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, Tiff's got great things here. It sounds like, oh, like Tiff is gonna leave all the esports stuff, but she's got a lot of great things coming up. Make sure to follow Mutiny. Can I get a shout out for Mutiny, by the way? If you can, that'd be awesome. Go check her out for the next venture. For me, with Brownie Val, I always say this every time, I have no idea what's next. and that's okay. Always go with the flow. That's a great idea that I want to do for Brownie Val in the future, but that's all I can say. I don't have any other concrete plans. Just know that we'll be around. It's been 1 year today of the modern Brownie Val that you see today. So for the second year, I may have to do it without Tiff, but it's okay because I think she lives on in everything that she touches in the Google Drive. So thank you very much. And thank you to all of you for watching, and thank you to all the players once again. Be sure to check all of them out. You do exclamation point players, you get all the players' names, and you can like go check out their socials and stuff. Stay tuned now, we got a little break, and then we're gonna do the clip competition at the top of the hour. The My Brownie Val clip competition. So don't miss out on that. For all of us here in Brownie Val, this is Brownsoul saying goodbye. And this is the part where you all say goodbye. Please say goodbye, everyone.
Okay.